following poem, written by Joy O'Patterning, is talking about how such a simple part of life can mean something so very different to every single person. A star is such a small light in the sky that you see every night. There are billions of them, but big or small, they are all so meaningful to every human being, from a newborn to the elderly, from the beginning of the earth to the very end. They will always be right above our heads. A Special Star by Joy O'Patterning. Above the clouds there is a star that looks down on me, a star that makes my wishes shine, a star that brightens my path, a star that enlightens my world, a star that makes me feel loved, a star that makes my dreams come true, a star that breaks my loneliness, a star that makes me smile, a star that I look up to, not down on, a star that protects me from my enemies, a star that brings me bliss and hope, a star that sticks to its promises, a star that supports me and takes me the way I am, a star that never fades away, a star that will live with me forever and ever. I was really inspired by this poem because I had never really looked at a star, which is something that we see every day of our entire life with so much thought and meaning. It made me see what stars can represent and mean to children and even adults. Joy O'Patterling's poem influenced me to write a Villanelle poem about the different meanings of this magical thing in our lives. Why Do the Stars Shine So Bright by Alana Symes. Why do the stars shine so bright and fill the children with such glee? That's the mystery of the night. Does it give us hope of flight when all our hearts just want to flee? Why do the stars shine so bright? As a mother and child clasp hands so tight, was this God's way to set us free? That's the mystery of the night. Some wish upon these beautiful lights and pray to once return from the sea. Why do the stars shine so bright? When shooting stars enter sight, why would we make a wish on thee? That's the mystery of the night. As I watch the stars ignite, I kindly ask and plea, why do the stars shine so bright? That's the mystery of the night. My poem is not similar to O'Patterling's poem in structure, but more in meaning, message, and theme. Throughout my entire poem, I use a literary device of imagery. It was shown repetitively when asking, why do the stars shine so bright? This question creates an image of a starry night sky when pondering on the answer. Also, in the first line of the third stanza, where it says, as mother and child clasp hands so tight, it creates a well-known picture of a mother and child comforting each other and holding hands. This holds the mood of love and hope, which we can all relate to as a child or an adult. On the first line of the fifth stanza, it says, when shooting stars enter sight. This represents a concept that is well known in all countries around the world. Making a wish on a star is a part of a lot of cultures and a sign of plea and hope for a better future. In my poem, I use personification when referring to the star. Scientifically, a star is a luminous sphere of plasma, but in the poem it is referred to as a thing that represents hope, freedom, love, and happiness. These are all attributes that are given by humans and normally would be referring to another human, not something that has no physical effect on us. Referring to stars this way makes it easier for people to relate and understand the meaning of this poem. My poem is arranged in the Villanelle format, and in each triplet there is always a point answering the question of why do the stars shine so bright, then a question for why that is the answer. This makes the poem seem very deep in terms of slowly investigating and unraveling all the reasons and answers. Since it was a Villanelle format which repeats ABA for a rhyming scheme, I used different words that rhymed, such as night, flight, bright, tight, sight, ignite, and flee, glee, see, thee, and plea. By using this format, there were two lines that were repeated many times, and those were, why do the stars shine so bright? And that's the mystery of the night. When writing the poem, I wanted to portray the message that some of the most meaningful things in life don't have an answer, so you should just treasure it. Saying, "That's the mystery of the night," shows that although the poem is giving different answers, there actually is no answer after all, and you can make it what you want it to be. It's a mystery as to why the stars shine so bright, but we can always interpret them in the ways that we want to believe. In conclusion, both Opatening and my own poem talk about a star, but we take a simple part of life and redefine it and dig deeper into the meanings and feelings which it represents. The difference between the two poems are not only in structure, but also the way that we take the meaning to a different level by creating some type of short story in each stanza. In Opatening's poem, she solely looks at the general relationship between a star and a person's feelings, while I created a scene for a certain person to relate to. I really enjoyed expanding the theme of Opatening's poem and creating a more relatable poem. Thank you for listening.